Hey, what's going on, my friends? I want to share this little tip with you guys. I ultimately have a dentist appointment on Saturday, and it's with the new dentist that I'm gonna potentially be trying out. They're actually a bit of a ways from where I currently am and where my current dentist is. Um, but my mother sees this dentist. She highly recommends them. And I looked them up on Google. They had great reviews. And, these are my teeth that we're talking about. It's my mouth, my current dentist. Yeah, there's a new dentist who took over a family practice. I'm not the biggest fan. So I'm willing to take on some of these considerations and recommendations that others have mentioned, including my mother, of course. So one little tip, one little trick that I figured I'd share with you guys is, especially now that you have the heat map here inside of TaskRabbit's app, on the map page, is to consider clearing your current radius. If you have an event taking place in a particular area, be mindful. You might get booked in this same area outside of the time period that you're hoping, if your calendar is, open beyond that time period. So for me, Saturday is the day I'm looking for. My calendar is open all month. But Saturday is the day I'm looking for, where I'm like, hey, there's a chance someone might book me for a job near this particular place where I'm going to be, which is all the way over here on the left side near Framingham. Now it's actually south of there where I just hit. I didn't mean to do that high. But so what I'm gonna do is Framingham. I don't usually go that far out on my in my map, at least to the west. I'm willing to go up north, or should I say, northeast towards Gloucester and stuff like that. But for where I'm located, you can see how dark Boston is compared to the surrounding, outside of the city and whatnot. So there's most of my work is going to be in the city. So for this particular case, though, I'm going to actually expand my map quite a bit. So that means I have to understand people might book me that are, much further out than where I usually am willing to go, because I'm expanding my radius. And there's a chance someone might book me. But hey, if I have a job in the same area on Saturday, oh, we don't want to go that far. I don't know why the map has green all the way in the water over there. Very weird. Let's just do that so it makes me, yeah. But in this particular case, what I'm going to do is, again, I'm being strategic. So I'm thinking about highways. I'm not just covering the whole, like doing a large circle like this, because one, there's a lot of dead space over here on the right. It's water. But then two, you got a lot of just empty dead space up here where there aren't really major highways going to those areas. So it's going to be more time consuming to get to those areas than if you're along a major highway. Now, of course, as you zoom in, you can see, okay, wait, there are major roads and stuff, of course, but Ashland is where I need to be on Saturday for my dentist appointment. So, Framingham's right there. It's a hot spot, and it's near a major, the Mass Pike and stuff. You got major highways and whatnot. So, again, you might want to be a little strategic. So I'm going to clear my map, and Freddie Doop is going to be there at 1:30 to help a customer. I'm going to clear my map, and what we're going to do is we're going to try to keep Danvers area north of me. But again, you don't need all that dead space in the water. Although, for some reason, TaskRabbit shows. It's not letting me. Here we go. I'm literally trying to. And this is one of those tricky things. Sometimes you gotta go up like that. All right, so this is what we're gonna do, like that, and then we're gonna kind of do a little. So what I'm doing is I'm covering a lot of the main green area that you see in the Boston area, the greater Boston area, but then also, I got some of the green north of me, and then I also got Framingham area, which is really close to Ashland, and I even got some of Ashland in it too. So someone might book me. I mean, they might book me for a job for Sunday or Monday, and that's not obviously Saturday. So it's something to be mindful of. If your calendar's open all month or outside of the period where you're going to be in a particular area, well, you don't want to do this. But otherwise, consider doing this if you want to, again, increase your chances of getting hired here on TaskRabbit and making more money, because that's what it's all about, making money. Now, of course, if you have a monthly quota you're trying to reach and you already reached it, you don't need to do things like this. But if you're like, hey, times are hard, I'm willing to, I'll drive wherever. Some people will just do a large circle and they'll just cover a lot of dead space. I mean, be mindful of the hot map in particular in the areas that TaskRabbit recommends, but then also think about highways and think about water as well. Let's do save work area, see if it actually is within the, yep, perfect. So I didn't expand beyond the limit. I was able to cover still a pretty wide range. I mean, it seems like I can probably do much more, to be honest. I don't know how much more maybe I could do, but because I was strategic, and again, I kind of have this this little curve action over here, and it's like, all right, I'm not just covering all of Sudbury and Maynard and Stowe and stuff like that. Like, Sudbury's a nice area too, and Wayland and Weston. But again, for where I'm at, if you're hitting traffic, that can take you a bit of time to get over there. But also for my price point of what I charge, just knowing my state, knowing the towns and stuff. No offense, nothing personal, but some of these towns, there's clearly a difference in terms of income, and I just know the opportunities that exist for me there at my price point are much lower than they would be for others. And again, TaskRabbit heat map doesn't even have any of this area covered as well. So why would I want to waste some of my radius for that area when I can include the Framingham area and a little bit of Ashland, which is where I need to be, and covered Weston. I got some of Sudbury. I got some of Wayland, Weston, and a bunch of other towns that are nice areas that for, again, my price point, my budget, knowing what my clientele is, I will be able to potentially be shown to those that audience, those prospective customers, and have that chance again to get hired and make more money as I help those people with their needs. So something also, as I'm looking in here, I can see there's a lot of water I covered, so I can probably come in here and fine-tune this even more, where I don't usually like to go too far south of the city, just because, again, if I hit traffic and it's like rush hour, this is a pain in the butt. But hey, times are slow right now. It's winter, and I want to make some money, right? I want to make some money, and I got to step my game up because I was enjoying kind of the winter so far a little bit more than I should, relaxing, not pushing myself as much as I should when it comes to TaskRabbit. I've been working, don't get me wrong, doing other things, but when it comes to my TaskRabbit business, this is a major source, a major part of my income, and I do need to step my game up for 2023. So this is a great way, again, to increase my chances of getting hired, getting more jobs, getting more tasks here on TaskRabbit. And like I said, I'll probably fine-tune this a little bit more, get closer in less water, maybe even cover a little more south of the city, because that's what it takes to make this money. So hopefully you guys found this video helpful. If so, smash that thumbs up, and of course subscribe to the channel if you want to see more tips and tricks when it comes to TaskRabbit and other ways to make, manage, and grow your money. All right, my friends, I got to keep it moving, but consider watching this other video next. Peace.